Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yo, I'm in a good mood. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Shout out to my subscribers, my moderators, my YouTube creators. Shout out to my support team. Shout out to everyone that supports this channel. Good morning. It's a little after 7 o'clock in the morning, so I got an hour because I don't have to go to work today. Today is always a slow day. Mondays are slow days, so I don't have to go to work today. This is your home girl, 914, which is County, New York, coming to you with another live video. Yeah, I was just over there at King Mafia Anthony's channel. I was over there in on his channel. I hit the panel and I had a good time. So yeah, once again, good morning, Anthony. Good morning, Just Jay. And good morning to the young man that was on the panel of the channel. Shout out to them. I'm not going to be up here very long because I got to get ready to go to the store. Highly favored, good morning. Good morning, Highly favored. Good morning. Highly favored. Was you you here the last time I went live and we was talking about The Wire, the TV series The Wire. And I'm gonna tell you something else, Highly favored. Yesterday, I had went into a channel, a chat, because I saw that they were live and they do the wire reactions. Yo, don't you know one of the dudes that was in the channel in the chat was the same dude that was over here earlier with us. He thought that particular person thought I was gonna do a marathon talking about The Wire. I just wanted to know where the YouTube creators were that were doing the reactions about The Wire. That's all. Yeah, highly favored. Yo, did you hear that TJ Clark, one of the actors from The Corner, had passed away? The man was only 69 years old. Yeah, one of the actors from The Corner. The Corner was the TV series that came on before The Wire. Before they did The Wire, they did The Corner. And one of the actors, the dude that was playing the part as Gary McCullen, he recently passed away. So yeah, TJ, yeah, he passed away. Or TC, the young man that played the part as Gary. And Gary, the character in The Corner, he was married to Fran, and he was the father of Andre. Yeah. So the dude that played that part, he recently passed away. Yeah. Shout out to you for being so knowledgeable. I was so shocked to hear that he had passed away. It's just like when Andre and Fran and all of them, just like it just seems like after they did The Corner, like maybe a few years later, everyone started dying off. Andre died of drug overdose. The dude that was playing Omar Little friend, actually he's the actual Omar Little. He's the dude that the show had based the character Omar Little on, he had passed away, and then Fran had passed away. And it just seems so strange to me that after all these shows were canceled or no more, people that was the actual people behind the characters started passing away. Just like the dude in The Wire that played the part as Congressman Davis, he passed away. Yeah. So it's very shocking. When Michael K. Williams, when he passed away, I remember where I was at. Shout out to the chat. And he had passed away, and I was very shocked. Yeah, so it is what it is. I'm not going to be up here very long. I want to thank everyone that sent me the cash apps over the weekend. I want to thank everyone personally that sent me a cash app. Thank you for supporting me, your home girl, Bosa. Thank you for supporting the channel. Yeah. I want to thank everyone that has been supporting this channel. I try to tell y'all to go over there and sub up to the people that was doing the music drops. I went over there and I visited the Andre O.D. Kimball channel, and all the videos are still there. And I started pressing on to them, and I pressed onto this one video he did of me, the music drop, the phone charger. The phone charger. I like that video. Punish Me. I like that video. Close to Me. I like that video. The war is now over. I like that one. Shout out to the chat. 2 scoops. I like all them videos. I'm sure Lonnie remembers those videos as well. Shout out to the Empress Lonnie, one love. I don't remember Lonnie going live anytime this weekend, which is very unusual, but she did say that she had some things to do, and she had some things to do. Shout out to her. I hope she had a wonderful weekend, and I shout out to her. Yeah, so we had a very, very nice week. At least I did. I had a good weekend. My weekend will be over after, Lord have mercy, after 5 o'clock today. The weekend will be over. But this morning, what I'm going to do, because there was a job that I wanted to apply for, and I did apply online. There's a few jobs I applied for online. There's this one particular job. It's located in the downtown Charleston, South Carolina area. I filled out the application for that. And it sounds like to me, when I read the employee benefit, it sounds like a promising situation. It sounds promising, and the hours that you get working for them ain't too bad. But you only get those certain benefits if you're working full time. And I really don't want to work full time. I want to work part time. But let's see how it goes. Because I got to go to the job interview, and they did ask me on the application if I've been convicted of any misdemeanors, felonies, and I always put open for discussion during face-to-face interview. Open for discussion because the main crime that they're going to be looking at happened in 1995. Well, I was convicted of it in 1995, so I was like in my 20s. I was in my 20s when that happened. My early 20s at that. So I spent a good portion of my time behind the wall. The judge gave me 8 years. I ended up doing 6 years, 7 months. Shout out to the chat. My inmate number, 221644. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Shout out to you. Those are not here. Hopefully you will catch the replay. This is your home girl, Arabia Bosa, the BT1000. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Habari za asubuhi. Karibu ni umbani kewangu. Twendi zetu kuja na mimi kula chakula miji baridi. Kuvuta kiti kachini. Unakaribishwa kumpumzika. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the motherfucking chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. So yeah, today is my day off, and today is my day to make all the phone calls to all the places I put in the application for. And there's one particular job. It's not that far from here. It's downtown. It's downtown. Plus, this gives me a chance to start looking for a new apartment in the downtown area, because I have no wish or desire to continue to live here in North Charleston in the Macon area. I would rather live downtown. That way I'm close to everything. I'm close to all the buses. I'm close to all the restaurants. I'm close to all the shops. I'm close to all the grocery stores. Right here in this location, in order for me to get to a grocery store, it would take, if I was to walk, it would take me over an hour to walk there. It depends on which grocery store I'm going to. Like, if I want to go to Food Lion, if I was to walk, it would take me over an hour, or I could take the bus. If I was to go to Walmart, I would take the bus. I would not go to Save a Lot grocery store, which is located right there on Rivers Avenue. Because Save a Lot, believe it or not, is a bummy store. It's a bummy store. You know what I mean? And it's located in a black neighborhood. So, of course, they don't send them any fresh stuff. They really don't. Let's be honest. They don't give a fuck about what they feed to our community. They don't give a fuck about that. And that's why I'm very glad and grateful and appreciative that Farmer Nancy is on her channel telling people the importance of starting their own farms, of accumulating land to do this. She also is pushing for people to know something about horticulture and how to attend city council meetings to know what's going on, to know certain things. So if y'all want to know more information on what she be talking about concerning farms and farming and growing your own vegetable garden and all this other stuff, please go over and sub up to Farmer Nancy. She's giving out a lot of good information. She went live this weekend and she was giving out a lot of good information, which she always does. This is why I can't understand why Kwame Brown and his goonies are attacking her. I can't understand it. Yeah, you can't make me understand. They know they wrong. They know they fucking wrong. And shout out to Farmer Nancy. And she's not really bothering anyone. She's not bothering anyone. She's giving out information to us so we can have it, so we can know what to do. Because like she said, in a little while, they're going to try to starve everybody out. And she's right. And that should be like a thing. Like if they was to give us our reparations, that would be a good thing to have, a lot of land that you own. Because when they move into these neighborhoods and they not purchase an old house or old building, let's say they build new houses. These houses are very valuable in pricing. You got to understand why they're building these houses here. You got to understand why there's hardly any police presence in the neighborhood. Like when something really happens, the police don't come. It takes them 20, 30 minutes to come. Almost a fucking hour. Shout out to the chat. You're better off calling the ambulance. And that's real. That's real. So Farmer Nancy gave out a lot of good information over the weekend. What I'm going to do when I'm finished with this video, I'm going to put her channel on my community wall so people can go over there and sub up to Farmer Nancy, because she got some really good information and people need to take heed of what she's saying. Now, I know there's a lot of lingo that she uses that people don't understand. Only thing they got to do is do their research. Do the research. You know what I mean? She mentioned something about city council meetings. These are things like, okay, when I was living in New York, Yonkers, New York, I used to go to city council meetings all the time. But it was always about the same thing. Housing, certain situations that was happening in the city. When you would bring something to the floor, you had to bring it very quickly. You only had 5 minutes. You only have 5 minutes to really address the floor. And they were ineffective for certain things. But when it comes to gentrification, they're real good at that. Because the city, a lot of people don't understand, these different cities have different plans on who's going to stay and who's not going to stay. And just like it's been shared on the YouTubes, that people are building houses that you can't fucking afford, or they're building apartment buildings in certain areas that you simply cannot afford. They only have one building in the downtown Charleston area, which is going by people's immediate income. And that is located on Meeting Street. It's the same work site that I'm working at right now. Well, I'm not there today. They don't need us today. So, but it's been the same when I've been filming for the last couple of days. And I've been sharing on my channel. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, so there's a lot of good information that Farmer Nancy is giving. She's telling people. It's like she's giving you the writing on the wall, and because you don't understand the lingo, or you think that something is not, feeling right, about the lingo, or about something you don't understand, you don't want to listen, but you have to sit there and you have to listen. You have to, even if you have to record, But one thing she did say is that we need our own land. People need their own land so they can grow their food, so they can have their livestock. You know what I mean? Because in a little while, you're going to have your own personalized garden. Whether anybody understands that or not, you're going to have to grow your own collards, your own okra, your own beans, your own peas, your own corn, your own tomatoes, your own fruits and vegetables. You're going to have to grow these things. If you want to have chickens, you're going to have them too. I've seen some people actually go out their way to buy land just so they could dig into the soil of the earth and pour water in it and fix the water to such a degree where they put in fish into these ponds and stuff. And there's one place I know of specifically over there in Daniels Island that they do it. But these places that I'm talking about is mostly located where the white people live. So there is a thing called gentrification. There is a thing called red zoning. They've been doing it for years in the United States. They've been doing it for years. The United States used to have a program called eugenics. I hope I'm saying that right. Eugenics, where they were actually going out sterilizing black women. But before they did that, they were sterilizing each other. And what they were trying to do, they were trying to wipe out the populations of people, whether they be white or black, because they did it to both. They did it to their own race, and they did it to ours, where they were sterilizing the women. Fannie Lou Hamer was one of the women that they did this to. It was a lot of women that went up under that program that they went in and sterilized these women. Fannie Lou Hamer simply went into the hospital. This was a couple of years ago before she died, before she passed away. And she went for a simple procedure, and they ended up giving her a hysterectomy. Now, I do believe they knew who she was. I do believe that she was targeted. I do believe that. You know what I mean? Word. So these are things, and the United States has done a lot of evil to the people that have lived in this country. And it is so unfortunate. It is very sad. But as we move on into the future, and the question still stands, what the hell are we going to do? Like I'm thinking about my life right now. I'm 52. Where am I going to be in the next 5 years, 4 years, 3 years? And I don't plan to be living here in North Charleston. I don't plan on living here in North Charleston. You know what I mean? Word. So that's how I'm feeling. Shout out to the chat. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. If you just entered into the building, good morning to you. Good morning. So shout out to the chat. I'm getting ready to end this video, and I'm going to put Farmer Nancy's channel. I'm going to share her channel on my community wall so everyone can go over there and listen to what she says about farming, about horticulture, about growing our own fruits and vegetables, how to have our own livestock, how important it is to attend meetings that the city has, the city council meetings, and thus forth. And I want to also say, before I end this video, there was a channel I went to yesterday, right? And they talk about FBA and the tethers, right? And I let the people know, I'm like, look, man, I'm not going to deny my background. I'm not going to deny who I'm related to and who I'm not related to. I'm not going to deny ever deny my great-grandfather, my grandmother's father, who came to this country. And he came way before 1928. Him and his brother, they came from the Cape Verdean Islands. And I was informed that the main problem that came from the tethers came from those that was coming to this country during the 1960s, where a lot of their issues started coming in from. You know, the FBA started having problems with people that looked like us, but they were coming to this country and they wasn't doing anything to help the situation over here. And if you really look at it, everyone that came to this country that are black, whether they came from Africa, Jamaica, Bahamas, wherever they came from, they usually came here to help. They came here to help, you know, and they wanted a unity between Black Americans and Black Africans. They wanted it. Because when Marcus Garvey came, he came from where? Jamaica. He was accused wrongfully of certain crimes. They deported him back to Jamaica. The man ended up moving to Europe. He went to England, London, England. He passed away. And then years after he had passed away, all of a sudden he gets a pardon. Why didn't they pardon him while he was still living? Because I don't care what nobody say. I believe that affected his health. That affected him when he was treated the way he was treated. And the only thing he was trying to do was help. That's the only thing he was trying to do. Malcolm X's mother, I believe she came from the same country that Sis is from. She came from that particular country. She didn't come over to this country to start any problems. She became a Pan-Africanist, and she was a part of the Marcus Garvey Pan-African movement at that particular time. Malcolm X became a minister, leader, a spokesperson in the Nation of Islam. Louis Farrakhan mama is from where? The West Indies. But back then, it just seemed like black people, when they came from other countries, they came to help. I don't know what happened or transpired during the 1960s and the 1970s, because by the time I became a little girl living in Westchester County, New York, 914, the people were there, and they were not. It's hard for me to say, but I do remember my father telling me stories about when he was younger, and people had questions about his lineage because of the way he looked. The way he looked. Now, according to him and my mother, my father used to wear an afro. You know how you spray hairspray in your hair. See, his hair was very fine, and he would put in this hairspray to keep the hair, rounded. But then, in the course of the day, his hair would it would fall, it would flop, because if you sweat and your hair gets wet, of course it's gonna lose its shape, of course. And by the time I met him, my father used to wear his hair real short, and then one day he wore his hair real long, and I noticed when he put water Vaseline in his hair, it looked like he had a Jerry curl kit in. But my father used to always complain about when he was growing up during the 1960s. Because my father was born in 1940. My father was born in 1946. My grandmother was born what? In 1928? 1928. He was born in 46. So the dynamics of what was going on with black people in this country was a little bit different than what's going on now. Shout out to the chat. And he complained about people used to call him names. And he used to say they used to think that he was either a Dominican or Puerto Rican. And my father doesn't speak any Spanish. So he said he was sitting down and the people would start talking to him in Spanish. You know, they would assume that he's from Puerto Rico or Dominican Republic, and he had to explain to them, no, he is American. He was born here in this country. My grandmother was born here. My grandmother's mother was born here. My grandmother's grandmother was born here. Her mother was born here. Shout out to the chat. But it just so happened to be that my great grandmother, Bertha Barbosa, ended up marrying great grandfather Barbosa, and he came from the Cape Verdean Islands, which is located in Northwest Africa. It's 10 little islands. He came from the island of Fogo, Fogo. That's where he came from. Shout out to the chat. And it was different back then. So when Africans came to this country, or West Indians came to this country during that time period, before the 1930s, before World War II, it was different. It was different. Not saying that everyone that came, like during the 1960s, oh, they was a problem. Not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. But it just seemed like a lot of the problems started rising during the times of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and the Black Panther Party, you know, when they were all here. And we all know how the government infiltrated a lot of those groups. They infiltrated the Nation of Islam. Yes. They infiltrated the Black Panther Party. They infiltrated the movement, because around that time we had people that was in government that saw these groups as being a threat to the security of the United States. How dare they? How dare the government accuse these groups or these people for wanting freedom, certain human rights, not civil rights, human rights. And they saw there was something wrong with that. So they don't see us as people. They don't. And we got a lot of division within the Black community. There's no other way of me saying it. Good morning, Tash. Good morning, Mrs. V. Tash, it's good to see you. Highly favored, is good to see you. Mrs. V, is good to see you. So yeah, that's what I picked up when I went into the that's why I like to go out of the sector a lot. I like to leave this sector and go to other sectors. You know what I mean? Because now you get like a different question. Now there's different discussions going on. Now there's certain conversations going on that I need to hear. I need to hear about Farmer Nancy, what she's doing. I need to hear about what's going on with certain people in the Black community, what kind of politics is going on. I need to hear these things because I don't know everything. I don't know everything. I don't need to know everything. I need to learn as time goes on, because you never stop learning. You never, that's one thing you don't stop doing. You'll never stop learning. Because dead people are the only people I know that don't sit in a classroom of life or a classroom period. And that is why I go to different YouTube channels and other sectors, because I believe that each channel is a classroom. Each channel is a classroom. Like when I was locked up in the prison, in the penitentiary all them years, I had to find ways to sit in an actual classroom. And a lot of times the law library was my classroom. Going to the library and picking out certain books was my classroom. Going to the gym was my classroom. Sitting on the compound while the yard was open, that was my classroom. Paying attention to what people were doing and what people were saying was my classroom. Learning these different languages, Spanish and Swahili, every time I pick up a book, every time I learn a new phrase, a new word, that is my classroom. Shout out to the chat, because you never stop learning. I don't give a fuck if I'm 52 years old. I don't care if I live to be 100 years old. I want to learn everything that I can learn. I want to learn everything that I can learn before my eyelids shut for the last time. Because I don't know when that's going to happen. I don't know. But as long as I'm here, I want to learn. I want to learn everything I can learn. People that don't want to learn anything, people that don't want to listen, they are the most difficult people, and they are very ignorant, and they are very arrogant people. There's no way to avoid them, so it is what it is. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. This is your home girl. I say good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Habari. Hasaburi. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my home. Karibu. Ni umbani. Twendi zetu. Twendi zetu kuja na mimi means let's go our own way. Come with me. And if I was to say unakaribishwa, I would be telling you thank you. You are welcome. You are welcome. Now, if I say thank you, I would say asante sana. Asante sana means thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think I like Swahili a little bit better than Spanish, but I'm trying to learn both because it's very important to me. It's very important to me. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Good morning, Lovelace. Good to see you. It's good to see you, Lovelace. Shout out to the chat. Yo, shout out to Lovelace, Mrs. V, Highly Favored, and Tish. And shout out to everyone else that might be sitting in the bushes. Yeah, Asante Sana. Yep, that's how you say that. Yeah. Yeah, Mrs. Ray. Yes, that's how you spell it. And the way Swahili words are spelled, that's the way you say it. So the way that you just wrote it and the way it's spelled, that is the way you say it. Asante Sana. Asante Sana. Thank you very much. Now, if someone was to give you something and you know, you want them to know, and let's say they say, I give you something, Mrs. V, and you say, Asante sana. And my response to you would be unakaribishwa. 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 You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. Yeah. I continue to be so proud of you, Arabia. Thank you for your beautiful spirit. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Lovelace. Lovelace, we've been knowing each other a long time on this YouTube. Shout out to you, Lovelace. Yeah, shout out to you. I don't know if you remember Lovelace. Remember them days? It used to be you, Kelly G, and Brown Skin Lady. Y'all used to be on a panel together. That was so beautiful. Those days, I can't say they're ever going to come back. But we had a lot of good times on this app. We had a lot of good days on this app. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, we had some wonderful, wonderful days. We had some good days and we had some bad days, but I remember a lot of good days. I remember. Some people choose not to remember. I choose to remember because I don't want to have a fishbowl memory. Yes, I do remember those days. That was great. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Mrs. V. Mrs. V is, okay. Mrs. V, I'm going to help you out, right? I'm going to help you out. We're going to do this together, Mrs. V. Hold on. She just tried to write una karibishwa. I'm going to spell it for you. It's UNAKAR. Una kari e una kari bishwa. B as in boy. I S W A. I hope I'm spelling it right. Una karibishwa. Una karibishwa. Una karibishwa. Asante sana. Una karibishwa. Yeah, that's how you spell it. There might be an H there. Yeah, I think there's an H. So it's UNAKARIBISHWA. Una karibishwa. The same way you see it, the same way it's spelled, that's the way you say it. If you have to, separate the words so you can get the right pronunciation, because it's very important to have your pronunciation right. Shout out to you for trying. Thank you, Mrs. V. That is so sweet of you. Yes, that's una karibishwa. Yes, absolutely. And that's the way you would say it. Una karibishwa. Una karibishwa. Because when I first started learning Swahili, Mrs. V, oh my God, you got me going back in my memory. I learned certain phrases first. Like kuja na mimi, kula chakula, miji baridi. I used to sing these things to me. Okay, kuja na mimi. Yeah. Kuja na mimi, kula chakula, miji baridi. Kuja Mimi, kula ja kula, miji bariri. Yeah, that's a song. And then when I started learning the other phrases, nini kuzimu kila wakati, nini kuzimu kila wakati. Yeah. So it's different ways, and I just make songs of it. For each phrase that I learn, it's a song almost. And when you put all the words together, it sounds so beautiful. Shout out to the chat. I hope everyone is learning Swahili, a little bit of those phrases while I'm here on the YouTubes. Cool beans. Yeah, shout out to the chat. Yeah, you getting it. Yeah, you getting it. Everyone gets it. So shout out to everyone. Good morning to everyone. Hope everyone has an awesome day. I want to say goodbye to you. Let's how you I keep forgetting how to say it in Swahili. Is I keep forgetting how to say it in Swahili. Kahira, something. I forget how to say goodbye in Swahili, but I can say it in Spanish. Hasta pronto. Hasta pronto. Hasta pronto in Spanish means I will see you later. Until later. I will see you soon. Hasta pronto. Hasta luego. Adios. Hasta pronto. Children. Ninos. Children. My people. See you soon. All right, everyone. We out of here. We out of here. I want to thank everyone for coming over. I wish everyone a wonderful day today and a wonderful week. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Yo, in the words of Lovelace, we'll see you soon. Peace out, everyone. Thank you for coming over. Good morning. Good morning. So that's Lovelace, Mrs. V, Tish, highly favored. Yeah. So yeah. So that's Lovelace, Mrs. V. Yeah. Let's go back. Tish and highly favored. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for coming over. I want to thank everyone that was even in the bushes. Good morning to you. Even those that was in the bushes and those that are not here right now, hopefully you'll catch the replay. Hopefully you'll catch the replay. Shout out to everyone. I'm out of here. Y'all have an awesome day. Peace. One.